The keys to success. In my opinion, there's one key to success: being willing to fail. You can't find out what your sweet spot is in life unless you're willing to fail. So if you want the key to success, you've got to find out what's the key to getting results. And the key to getting results is a willingness to fail. Always, at all times, that's always it. That's how the Wright brothers were able to bend a piece of metal and fly it over the ocean, and it's evolved into the airplanes and the air transport that we have today. Why? Because they were willing to fail. They were willing to look like loonies and idiots. They were bicycle mechanics. And they revolutionized our entire world. Why? Because they had a willingness to fail. If it didn't work out, so what? They believed in it. They were going to give it a try. And what stops success more than anything, what stops your dreams from happening more than anything, what kills productivity more than anything, is that we actually have this problem where the fear of failure stops us from ever even actually failing. But when you get why that happens, through human evolution, we've always needed fear. Our ancestors needed to run from giant things that could eat them. Their brain's primary purpose was protect and preservation. It was for their own survival. They had the elements and the extreme heat and extreme cold and wild animals that could eat them. And their brain was just focused on, how do I survive? How do I survive? How do I survive? How do I protect myself? And that was really valuable because that's how the human race has gotten here today. They were able to survive, and it got us to where we are. But the problem is that part of our brain still hasn't evolved. It's a fear center of our brain. It's actually called the amygdala. And that part of our brain hasn't evolved. So what happens is we're still looking around. How do I protect myself? I need to protect myself. So when this great opportunity comes along, when your dream relationship comes along, when this opportunity that might double or triple your income, or this great idea to start your own business comes along, you're tempted to rationalize yourself out of it. Simply because the brain, the amygdala, kicks in. And it kicks in and it says, well, here's what's going to happen if you fail. And you have this comfy, it's not great, but you have a comfy life right now and it's pretty good. It's not bad, but we're not after pretty good. If you want the key to success, it's not to say I'm settling for pretty good. It's to say I will die if I have to, but I will create life on my own terms, no matter what. I deserve it. I know that this is possible. I may be scared as hell right now, but I know that it will be worth it to at least try. And that is the birthplace of success. Because what happens is you come up with this great idea, you want to do this thing, this opportunity presents itself, it's really exciting, but then it gets really scary, and then we psych ourselves out of it simply because the brain wants to protect and preserve. And when your brain and your mind want to protect and preserve, what happens is they don't want you to fail because the brain and the mind, it doesn't know. It's like thinking that you're going to die if you go start your own business or you go do X, Y, or Z thing, or seriously, I know that while you're watching this, I know that you know what that thing in your life is that you really need to go do. That's going to be the key to your success, that opportunity you need to take, that step you need to do, that call you need to make, that email, that move around the state, the city, the country, talking to that person, starting to execute on that thing. I know you know what it is. And I'm here to tell you that the chances are you're not going to die. Even though the brain might want to tell you that. You're going to die, this is going to be the worst thing ever, and this fear of failure, if you actually fail, you're going to go homeless and no one's going to love you anymore and your life is going to be ruined. Probably not, but that's what it does. It's called rationalizing, rationing lies. Our brain rations lies to us that stop us from going. So if you want the key to success, be willing to fail and ask yourself, how can I get going right now?